GCMG-JP, was on Thursday morning advised of the passing of former Governor General of St. Christopher and Nevis, Sir S.W. Tapley Seaton, GCMG CVO KCJP LLD. He was her immediate predecessor, who demitted office on the 31st of January. Her Excellency the Governor General has conveyed her deep condolences to the family of Sir Tapley Seaton on the sad passing. Sir Tapley Seaton had a long and distinguished career in public service. He was the first Attorney General of an independent St. Christopher and Nevis. He was a former president of the St. Kitts and Nevis Bar Association and the OACS Bar Association, first president of the St. Christopher National Trust, and first chairman of the joint venture telecommunications company Cable and Wireless from 1985 to 1995. The Federation has truly lost a great son of the soil. His life was one of dedicated service. He fought and defended the rights of our people. Through his efforts, Sir Tapley Seaton crafted the Constitution and many other pieces of legislation. Our Federation has been the beneficiary of his great stewardship. The government of St. Christopher and Nevis has offered its condolences to the family and loved ones on the passing of the former Governor General, His Excellency Sir Samuel Weymouth Tapley Seaton, GCMG CVO KCJP LLD. A statement issued on Thursday said, quote, "The passing of the former Governor General is indeed a great loss, not only to the family and loved ones, but to the entire nation," end quote. Sir Tapley Seaton was the fourth Governor General of St. Kitts and Nevis from 2015 to 2023. The statement said, quote, "His legacy is deeply etched into the rich history of our beloved Twin Island Federation as one of our nation's true statesmen and patriots. He worked relentlessly for justice, preserving the foundations of the judicial system. He was a philanthropist and a great leader who made an indelible contribution to the Federation and the people of St. Kitts and Nevis," end quote. He served as a noted attorney for many years, as a Crown Counsel in the Attorney General's Chambers, and acting High Court Registrar 1975 to 1980, and as the St. Kitts and Nevis Attorney General from 1980 to 1995. He was appointed as one of Her Majesty's Councils, Queen's Counsel, in 1988, and a Knight Grand Cross of the Most Distinguished Order of St. Michael and St. George, GCMG, on the 9th of November 2015. He also had the distinction of being named Commander of the Royal Victorian Order, CVO, in 1985. The government said it is grateful for his, quote, "unwavering commitment to nation building over the years. His Excellency Sir Samuel Weymouth Tapley Seaton, GCMG CVO KCJP LLD, has positively impacted the lives of many throughout his career and will be deeply missed," end quote. 25 administrative staff members of the Joseph and France General Hospital have successfully completed a medical terminology training course and were presented with their certificates of completion during a brief ceremony on Thursday. Medical terminology is the language used in the field of medicine to describe anatomical structures, processes, conditions, medical procedures, and treatments. Prime Minister and Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, was on hand to commend the participants on their successful completion of the course. Referring to the course as timely, the Prime Minister said that the knowledge gained would significantly help in their day-to-day operations at the hospital.
I think that this course was timely. The reason why I'm saying that, I know sometimes when the doctor write what they write, a lot of the times it's not so much the writing is bad, but is that you cannot recognize even the words. So now you know the words, even if the writing is bad, you will be able to start to decipher what that word is.
Prime Minister Drew congratulated the trainees on their accomplishments and committed to further training for the staff at JNF.
I want to congratulate all of you for taking the decision to attend the classes. I was told, and it was mentioned by Nurse Anthony, that even when you had to go home and come back, or after work is after hours, they told me that the attendance was excellent. That is a good and positive sign. That tells me that you want to work, that you want to improve, that you want to contribute significantly, and therefore we are going to make sure that we continue your process of continuous learning to become professionalized in the area, and so that you can deliver the type of service that we want to be delivered when it comes to health information system.
The Prime Minister said the government intends to introduce an electronic health information system in the near future. The medical terminology training course covered a 6-week span where trainees met for 6 hours per week with 2 facilitators from the Division of Health Sciences. To raise public participation in the democratic process, the Department of Constituency Empowerment has been hosting a number of pop-up tents this week in constituencies 1 to 8 to hear from constituents. Shakima Holiday, Constituency Empowerment Officer in the Department for Constituency 3, gave more information at a pop-up tent outside the Department of Labor on Thursday.
Is serving St. Kitts and Nevis by increasing participation and enhancing life. So what we are hoping to gather from the whole pop-ups that is throughout the island of St. Kitts, Nevis might be included sometime soon, is so that the constituents or the community members will come out and hear their concerns, problems, provide us with solutions that we at Constituency Empowerment, in collaboration with other departments in St. Kitts and Nevis, to help to mitigate and or provide solutions to their problem.
She spoke of public feedback despite the timing of the pop-up tents.
Some of the issues that we have seen is we have the derelict vehicles, as we would have heard throughout the month, and we have bad sanitation or poor sanitation as we may speak. That includes littering, we have drainage, gut issues. Those are some of the environmental issues, but as we know, there will be more aspects to look at. But because we are speaking on environmental month, day, you so want to call it, we are just speaking to the environmental issues. But we know we'll have other social issues.
The pop-up tents were held on Tuesday and Thursday. After the break, no plastic bag Mondays to continue until single-use plastic ban, and Education Minister speaks on the importance of professional development. Stay with us.
I wonder if Auntie will be able to figure out this riddle. Let's see. Auntie, I have a riddle for you.
Let's hear it.
Where can you shop and get cash back in free groceries for a year?
Huh? Where can you shop and get cash back in free groceries for a year?
Come on, Auntie, you should know this.
I really can't think what the answer could be.
It's SL Housewords, duh.
How do you know this?
Because Mom shops there all the time.
Come here, you little nosy prince.
Riddle that cashback. It's that time of the year. Cashback season is here. Get cashback coupons for free groceries with every hire purchase at Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Plus, a chance to win free groceries for a year.
$50,000?
$50,000?
$50,000? Win big with TDC! Win up to $50,000 cash in the TDC Mega Rewards Mega Raffle! To enter, you must be a Mega Rewards member or sign up to TDC Mega Rewards Loyalty Program. Shop at our TDC retail stores or online at shoptdcgroup.com to receive 1 entry for every $250 spent. Draws take place from July to November. Win $10,000 every month with your entry rolled over so you can win and win even more.
Yes, this is 50.
Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. No Plastic Bag Mondays, an initiative by the Ministry of Environment, Climate Action and Constituency Empowerment, will continue until a full ban on plastics is in place, according to the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. In the post-cabinet briefing for this week, Cabinet Secretary Dr. Marcus Natta made the announcement. According to the release, the initiative has gained momentum with the public, local businesses, environmental groups, and other civil society interest groups over the last month. Dr. Nata said it is the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party administration's thrust towards transforming St. Kitts and Nevis into a sustainable island state and reducing plastic waste and protecting the natural environment. Minister of Education, Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, has stressed the importance of professional development on teacher quality and efficiency. He was at the time speaking on Tuesday at the opening ceremony of the teacher training course.
The literature on education quality indicates a strong link between teacher professional development and quality, especially in the area of teachers' beliefs and practices, students' learning, and the implementation of educational reform. These findings signify the importance of professional development aimed at improving the teacher learning process, thereby improving the quality of education. At the national level, the Ministry of Education is conscious of the importance of the competent and quality teaching staff. The professionalization of the teaching force is a critical program area for the Ministry of Education. We understand that the provision of inclusive, equitable, quality education is multifaceted. However, teacher quality is a primary component. This means education leadership must respond to the needs of the sector, and its teachers are providing opportunities for effective pre-service and in-service professional development that is fit for purpose.
Reflecting on his time in the classroom, Minister Hanley stressed the need to engage in self-evaluation, expressing the valuable influence of such activity to the teaching and learning process.
Educators must cultivate the ability to see themselves clearly and objectively throughout reflection and self-analysis. This way, they see what is happening around them, learn from the situation, and are able to make the necessary adjustments. I cannot stress how important evaluation is when it comes to reflecting on the classroom experience. Your students learn your clues, some big, some small, but all of it is important, and their responses to you are a rich source of information which can further your growth and self-development. Paying attention to what students comment on and how they respond in class is an effective way to find our strengths and weaknesses. Usually, we can find that there are recurring themes which can help identify what is working well or not. If nothing else, you remember the path towards improvement becomes clearer when a teacher is willing to admit missteps or mistakes and take the necessary corrective measures and put their students' needs first.
Minister of Education, Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley. The police are educating the general public on what the law says about owning dogs as pets or for commercial use in the Federation. During ZIZ radio programs Policing With You on Thursday, host of the program, Inspector Shauna Edwards, shared some information from the Dog Licenses and Control Act. She said according to the Act, if a person wishes to own a dog 4 months or older, they must apply for a license.
Any person who is the owner of a dog that is 4 months old or over shall make application to the licensing officer in such form as the minister approves for the license to keep that dog. And the minister here means the Minister of Agriculture.
She added that these licenses come with a cost for altered dogs, dogs that have been spayed or neutered, intact dogs, dogs that can reproduce, and dangerous dogs.
The licensing for the intact dogs is $15, $25, and for the altered dogs is $15. Now we have some dogs that are classified as dangerous dogs. Now those are different. The licensing for an intact dangerous dog is $100, and for an altered dangerous dog it's $50. And there's also a licensing fee to operate a kennel. So the persons who say have 50 dogs for sale and those kind of things, they have to pay a licensing kennel fee to operate, and that's $150.
Inspector Edwards went on to list the types of dogs that are classified as dangerous dogs. These include the American Bulldog, Dog Argentino, and the Pit Bull Terrier. Policing with you airs every Thursday on ZIZ Radio during the morning show with GQ. The police are investigating an accident in Challengers on Wednesday that left one person injured. According to a statement, the incident occurred between 7 and 8 a.m. involving a pickup P2433 driven by Reginald Francis of Birdrock and two motorcars PB6465 driven by Elijah Welcome of New Road Housing and PB94 owned by Kelvin Kelly of Challengers. Preliminary investigations indicate that Ms. Welcome was traveling east when Mr. Francis, coming from the opposite direction, collided with her vehicle. Ms. Welcome's car was then pushed into Mr. Kelly's vehicle that was parked on the mountainside of the road. Ms. Welcome sustained injuries to her left knee and both wrists. Coming up in regional news, Prime Minister Brown confident of the future of